If you take the time to focus on the connection first, everything becomes a lot easier, right? So if you look at the board, the way I always explain it is as a tree. Base is the roots of the tree, your connection to the ground, to the earth. Posture, the trunk of the tree, your physical body and shape of your body in relationship to the other body. Connection, and then pressure. And you'll notice the connection exists between posture and pressure. And that's, a lot of people have different ways of explaining it. For me, that's the one that makes the most sense. If you remember, it's between posture and pressure. So if you don't know jiu-jitsu at all, and you get in a fight, or you get in a fight with somebody that doesn't know jiu-jitsu, they go right to pressure, right? You're on top, they push, pull, grab, a lot of energy, they get exhausted. That's just pressure. That's what animals will do, humans or otherwise. If you learn jiu-jitsu and you get in a fight with somebody who's a trained MMA fighter or jiu-jitsu person, they get posture, and then they apply pressure. And that makes all the difference in the world, right? That's technique. They have posture and base, so now they have leverage when they apply pressure, and it's just not a question of pushing and pulling. Now you're learning jiu-jitsu. But between that posture and the execution of that pressure, there's a time to connect or disconnect, as it may be, depending on your goal. Like when we pushed our shoulder into the other person's hands, right? And if you take the time to get that connection before you apply the pressure, everything becomes more efficient. You use less energy, less muscle, less movement. Everything is more efficient. And I found it's much easier for my students at the gym, now that we teach this way, to get it. My white belts and blue belts get it right away. And sometimes some of the brown belts and black belts have a harder time if they haven't been around the last couple years, because they already have all these habits of going base posture pressure, base posture pressure. And you have to actually slow down to feel the connection a little more and then apply it. And it's not, it's not voodoo. I'm not telling you this for any goofy reason. It'll just make your jiu-jitsu better. So, closing your eyes, slowing everything down, and taking the time to feel the connection before you apply the pressure. Everybody here can do it, and you don't need me to, really teach you any of that stuff. You can go back and figure it out on your own everywhere. Every move there's a chance for you to find a better connection and be more efficient, right? So if we look here, if I take mount, I'll give you just one more example. And I'll take a pretty classic choke that we see quite often, a push-pull choke, right? So how this is normally done, and sorry, Matt, I've struggled with this myself. It's a hard choke to get. And the few times I have pulled this off, I wound up using, I'll be honest, a lot of muscle, right? So if I just go right to pressure, don't tap until you feel like you need to, right? Right? It's a lot of pressure. If I flip around and I'm on bottom, it's even worse, right? But if I relax and I just focus on the connection, you can see how relaxed my arms are. And then with pressure, I focus on the angle. That's all it takes, right? Here, done, right? No squeezing. I didn't even have to tense my arms at all. That's everywhere.